Just bucket. Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and another live stream here on YouTube. I want to do a short little late night stream. I thought I took that thing away because yeah, why not? Let's discuss the news. I know there's been I know it's been underwhelming and it's very mixed emotions. I was looking through my Twitter feed, and it's basically everything from why are people complaining? We're getting Starfighter Assault and new game modes to I want to uninstall this game right now. It's the part that you guys probably don't see, but it's very interesting to see there are the middle people, there's the super negative, there's the super positive, there's a little bit everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's like there's people who are genuinely disappointed and underwhelmed like myself, but who still wants to play it and still excited for the content, and then there's the people who just want to say the game is dead, the game is dead, at which point I don't quite understand why you're still in the community. And yeah, I know that leak that came out. I think there was a couple of things in that leak that was not correct, which is why it makes me think that that's not 100% accurate, but it was correct in all the things that came in the transmission. So if that's true, we're getting, according to the leak at least, we would get Geonosis in August. And my guess is that maybe at that point they would reveal both the Clone Wars stuff and the second part of the solo season at EA Play. That could definitely be a big boost for the game, but that leak was not very positive in terms of the future. It was like, oh, people are shifting over to other games, which I'm not surprised about. It seems like DICE are always short on people, and whenever one game is shipped and they take people to their live service or DLCs, and then a new game comes up like Battlefront 2 or Battlefield 2018, people need to go over to that game. And it really sucks because they keep saying they want to have a live service. They want to adopt the whole live service, but then they don't allocate the amount of resources they need. So I hope that after Battlefield 2018 is released, I don't know how they've confirmed that, when that is released or not. I don't think so. But when Battlefield 2018 is released, and they still haven't announced any Battlefront game for next year, I really, really hope that at that time they will let DICE catch up. Put all the developers at DICE like 50-50 between Battlefield 2018 and Battlefront 2's live service. And don't just poach them all the time to a new project, you know? They can hire people, but it's easier said than done. They probably hire people all the time. I feel like every single time, every day almost, I see new people on Twitter who starts working for DICE. So it's not that they can't hire people, but it's not that easy. Especially if there's going to be people who knows the engine and everything like that. So we'll see. We'll see.
So it looks like that dam of content that was to burst is still a trickle thanks to EA and Disney. Granted, the trickle of content is nice, but they're mismanaging the game into the ground. I love this game, but damn, they make it difficult to keep loving it.
David, thank you first of all. I think you pretty much nailed like my thoughts as well. The trickle of content is nice, and it would have been nice. But the problem is that there's been a very big draft of content, so they can't have a big draft and then start with a very small trickle. If there was a small draft and then a massive drop and then a little trickle, then that would have been another thing. And since they don't reveal or announce any big drop, it's just this constant, here's some small things, and then we got more next month, and then again, here's some small things, there's more coming next month, and then it's just an endless cycle of making the community more and more frustrated, basically. So it's that's the problem, really. The trickle with content per se is not bad. It's the way they've done it, and the way they announce things as well, which I think is a problem. Loader Infinite Potatoes, Zerted, I'm doing very good, thank you. Austin, Marcus, I hope you are all doing good. I will this doesn't change anything for me. I will still be covering everything. I will be playing a lot next week for sure. Probably streaming every day since it was Wednesday it started, right? Yeah. I agree, and that's also something I hoped for, that they would have like, oh, here's a couple of new blasters, or here's some new star cards or something like that, and no word about that either. Hello there, Sonic. Good to see you, man. I know I want to buy those hero skins, but the hype for Hero Showdown is 0. Really? For me, the reason to why I'm hyped is because I've settled Heroes versus Villains is too chaotic for me, but Hero Showdown is going to be a lot more tactical. I can't say I'm super hyped for it, but I can say it has definitely caught my interest because of the simple fact that they have announced a bunch of hero changes, so I'm hoping that will also make the hero combat better. Sometimes I dream about EA giving me the keys to DICE and letting me just do it all for myself. Yeah, they should just hire some of the modders. Like, I know making a mod is not the same as making something in the game. It's definitely not, because the mods are only textures. But there's a lot of people in the community who, for sure, could work some good stuff if they were allowed to work with DICE tools. But yeah. What skin are you dying to see in the game? I want Palpatine the Senate skin. That's what I want. Yeah, like if they don't reveal a lot of stuff at EA Play, there's really no reason to why they wouldn't. If they don't have a big reveal at EA Play with content that we want, it's like, what are they saving it for? There's really no point. Do you think the Clone Wars skins at EA Play? At this point, I think they're just gonna keep the clone skins until the Clone Wars season. Simple as that. Yeah, there's a big difference. Like, there's a lot of honest YouTubers, but just because you're just because you like to be negative doesn't mean you're honest, you know? I mean, you can be honest and like the game as well, but that's the problem. As soon as people are remotely positive about this game, people just go, EA shill, blah blah blah. Even if I see some of my viewers getting accused of being EA shills, and I'm like, really? You think someone goes onto YouTube, a normal person, just to say, oh, I'm actually excited for this, and then someone thinks EA has paid them to say that? That just makes 0 sense to me. Yeah, I agree, Sean. I agree. Actually, that's actually what the leak said. The leak said there was a patch coming out next week, and then Season 2 starts in June. So it's almost like they were like, okay, let's extend it 1 month, start the season earlier, but then not have that much content in the first half, you know? And those of you who have watched me for a long time, you know I'm honest. Whether I'm positive or negative towards something, I'm not gonna fake it, because there's no benefit for me in doing that. I could do super negative videos and I could still get views, you know? Probably more views even. So there's not really any point for me to do that. I'm always, if you watch my streams, you know I can complain quite a lot. So it's not like I'm holding back or something. The difference is that I have a very good understanding for. I have a very good understanding for how game development works. Not a very good in terms of like I know exactly how it works, but I've studied 3 years game development at university, and I've been a game changer for 3 years now, so I know pretty well why things are the way they are sometimes. I can understand them, I guess is a better word. So that's why I don't just go, screw DICE, they're just messing up the game. There's more to it than that, you know. It's not like the developers over at DICE are just being like, let's screw this up. Like, they want it to be good. They want it to be good. So when they do something bad, whether it's gameplay things or reveals, I say that, I tweet it out, I say it in videos, but I don't make a tantrum about it because that doesn't benefit anyone. Actually, EA does fly me out to tell them that not something is bad. That's kind of the point. That's the why some game changers gets invited to every event, because we. That's the thing. The thing about game changers. I hope you guys don't mind me talking. I'm gonna play a little bit, but I like to talk. The thing is, there's two things to game changers, which I think is a little bit confusing from EA's end. There's capture events where they invite a lot of people to capture and post it early. That doesn't have necessarily that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with if you're positive or negative, or that's basically just okay, we want you to promote our game. But I would say since 2015, at least more than half of the events I've been to has been feedback events. Unfortunately, we're usually not allowed to talk about those. Like, oh, we're now at the feedback event. But those are feedback events, and those are purely, like, they're literally only there for us to not bash, but to tell them this is not good, this is not good, this is good. And if we just went there and said, oh, this is awesome, we love you guys, there's literally no point in inviting us. Why would they pay our flight tickets to go out there and say that it's good? So we get invited to tell them what's not good. But that's the kind of confusion, because those events are never public. If you go there to capture something, we say we do because you see the gameplay. But if we go there to test unreleased stuff and give them feedback, then we can't say that, unless it's combined. Sometimes it's both capture and feedback events, but mostly sometimes they're feedback only events, which are the ones that I'm referring to. Thank you, David Moran, again. It's so sad that it looks more and more likely the leaks are from DICE. Keep the community informed because they have their hands tied by EA. But Japan, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that leak is just from someone at DICE who was tired of EA and Disney not allowing them to communicate and just going, I'm just gonna leak something. I don't know, it could be that. Hello to Stur. And is that a fake apple tart? I think it's a fake apple tart, right? Oh. Will loot crates return at some point? No, definitely not. that would be very counterproductive if they go through all the effort to remove them and then bring them back. That would not make any sense at all. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that leak was from an insider. I mean, there's been leaks all the time. Early access. What's that other guy called? Some info. It's just, it's not that hard to make an anonymous account and post something, you know? So it could be a QA tester, it could be anyone. I don't think any game changer has leaked yet, because a lot of the stuff that has been leaked, both for this game and the last game, has been stuff that not even game changers know. So I think it's internal people, whether it's QA testers or someone actually at DICE. Yeah, right, VTech. You're not listening to what I'm saying, are you? Pretty obviously you're not.
You only talk positive about the game because you're a game changer. If you weren't, you would bash the game. Stop lying.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly how it works. It's pretty obvious that you're not. I don't know what's the word for illiterate, but for listening. It's pretty obvious you're not listening, because that's the exact opposite of what I just said. They don't want. Yeah, exactly, Oliver. He's living in a heck of an echo chamber. There is no benefit for me to talk positively about the game, just because I wouldn't do this as my day job if I hated this game. If I did that, I would just. That's like, if you hate a game, I'd rather have another job, you know. I wouldn't want to sit here and play, let's say, what's a game? I wouldn't want to sit there and play Minecraft every day if I hated the game and then make videos about it. So yeah, exactly. Do you know what happened to the game changer that posted the Theed gameplay hours before the EA Play reveal last year? I think he did get invited back later, because that was a very obvious mistake. Still a pretty bad mistake, but I don't think I don't know. I think he was maybe not invited back to the one after, but the person who leaked the Camino stuff, and he broke like 3 rules at once, he's gone. Exactly, thank you, Oliver, appreciate it. That's always what I've said, but it doesn't matter. No matter what I would say, people will say either that I'm too negative, I'm too positive. Like, I get complaints that I complain too much about things in the game, and then I get complaints that I'm too positive about things in the game. I just know there's no winning, so I try to find a good balance, like Thanos. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. I'll tell them when something is bad, but I'm not gonna throw a tantrum about it. I'm gonna tell them this is bad. I'm disappointed. There's no point in making personal attacks or like cursing about the game. You know, there's literally no win against anyone. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, footballers. They need to step up their game if they want to show that they can actually handle a live service game, and that they want to make that their new thing. They need to step up their game. Snap your fingers and erase all the haters. I need to collect the Infinity Stones first, Sean. How much do you think the game will last? At this point, I don't know. I mean, just see it this way. Somehow the last game managed to last, although the population declined very fast, and the game had a lot less content than this game. And all the DLCs were paid. And it still lasted for a year, so... Oh, sorry. This carbonated water is making me burp. So I think this game will last longer than people think. I've seen people say the game is dead for so long. You know, I'm good friends with Westy. He's been covering Battlefield 1 now for, I don't know, was it more than 1.5 years ago? And people a year ago said the game was dead. People say the game is dead all the time. It's like, it's not dead until they just say, oh, we're done with the game. We're not going to do anything more. The Aussie Jedi, thank you, I appreciate it. And just because someone, that's also that thing, just because someone has a different opinion doesn't mean that it's wrong. Like, you know, people just seem to think, if I hate this game and hate this absolute thing, everyone else needs to do that. I think that's not the right one. That's the fake. Yeah, you can ban that one, Stur. It's the fake one. Oh, you already hit on it. Never mind. Thank you. Thank you. That's not the real one. Okay. They. Yeah, I know that, Master Jedi. I know that there's a lot of younger people who, like, I've grown past the age where I feel the need to like be absolutely furious and throw a tantrum about a game, you know. That's like when I was younger, maybe, sure. Now it's like, okay, I'm disappointed in this, I don't like this, this is not good, but I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I don't want to put energy on that. Simple as that. I'll say what's bad. I'll probably complain about it every stream like I usually do, but that's about it. Yeah, those are for some reason there's been fake Swanee and fake Apple Tart accounts for like a year on my channel. I still don't understand why it's always those two as well. Yeah, the Star Wars guy. I actually had a chat with Swanee today on Twitter, and we said we both agreed they need to step up their game. We still have different opinions. We have different ways of expressing our thoughts. And yeah, I had a chat with I think it was Swanee, because it was the Swanee account. So yeah, we had a chat today through DMs. So we're good. I still think I'm not the I'm trying to be in the middle in terms of positivity and negativity. What about a Bosk skin? I don't know what kind of Bosk skin could there be. I would love to get one, because Bosk is the hero I by far play the most, but I'm not sure what I could what kind of skin there could be, because we've seen like 5 seconds in the movie, you know. Pink Bosk sounds good. Prisoner Bosk. Oh, wait, that's from the Clone Wars. Let me see. Prisoner Boss. Oh, that's actually a good one. Yeah. I pay for that. That's the thing. The skins they're revealing now are all for like heroes that I don't use. That's why I'm excited for the Lando skin, because I actually use Lando, but I never use Leia, but I'll still want that one. Hello there, Devin. I don't think a legendary boss skin would even be possible, because there's like no way to really make like new voice. I mean, new voice lines. I don't know. It's like, it seems like the way they want to make legendary skins is basically different ages or something, like with Bausch Leia, where you have a different mask with like talking differently. I would love to get a boss skin, but Rasmus, keep it to English, because it's probably going to be removed, but I'll answer your question anyways. For the price point right now, I can't. This game is definitely worth it. You can get it for $30, and it's just a lot of content in it. Whoops. No, oh shit! I accidentally modded someone in the chat. Yeah. How did I do that? There we go. Oof. I accidentally modded someone, and then I unmodded before they noticed, I think. That could have ended badly. How much does a legendary skin cost? We don't know. I'd guess 80,000. Yeah, Kanji, they're doing a lot of quality of life things, which is good. They just need to get in. They need to get a big content push in there to make people happy and to get more people into the game. I don't know, Nexarium. It could work, but also, if I did something, if I would do a talk show, or whatever thing about the game, I'd rather do it with people I feel like I talk to normally, you know. Like I'd love to do something like that with like Westy, Alex, Hello Greedo, and such. Maybe not specifically about Battlefront, because they don't. Or I really love Hello Greedo's coverage of this game, because he covers it like with a great video every time there's a new update, and he gives his opinion, but he doesn't throw a tantrum about it. He does it in a good way. He just says, "Oh, I'm not excited for this, but I'm excited for that." You know, I think he does a good job of covering this game. Do you still think Conquest will ever come out for this game? I hope so, or at least whatever they said they were doing, something. You're a target of a troll network. I'm an insider. That's where there's so many fake Swannies and apple tarts. Why do trolls have networks? Like, that must be the most waste of time. They're super easy to ban, because I know that it's not the real one. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, El Greedo is a very level-headed guy, for sure. He doesn't mind speaking up against bad stuff either. Good morning, Devin. Good morning. It's like midnight now. Yeah, that's what. If they would have really said exactly what the second half of the season would have today, I think that would have made things a lot better. But I'm gonna assume it's because they either want to save it for EA Play, or because they simply they can't show it because it's in a movie. Yeah, I think we all want a roadmap. That is very true. We all want a roadmap. Why does it feel like my... I'm not sitting up straight. That might be why. But it's so freaking warm in here. I can't wait until the pollen goes away so I can start having the windows open without dying inside. Yeah, mods. You can see that, right? That's a very... Yeah, how to not make a... Yeah, Denji Cat saw that. How to not make a good fake account. Hello there, Tom Butler. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Oh my god! Look at that damage.
Like many, I'm pretty underwhelmed by the news today, and for the first time I'm not very hopeful for future content. I still enjoy playing the game, though, and my respect for your balanced and intelligent commentary is as high as ever. So don't change.
Thank you so much. Good luck, Turret, for that very, very generous donation, dude. It's always good to have you here on the streams. I really appreciate it, man. It helps out a ton. You should know that. And I agree with you. You pretty much said how I think. I was underwhelmed, and it did definitely put a nudge in my hopefulness for the future. I will not deny that. But I am simply gonna. Okay, so wait. I'm gonna show my own. I'm gonna show my own tweet, because that one I know is okayed. Okay, so all I said in this tweet was in April, evil count wasn't all we saw back in March. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that, and that's why I might be a little bit more positive than the rest, but I don't know much about the future of the game. So I fully agree with you. It did put a nudge in my hopefulness for future content, but we'll see. You can be underwhelmed, I am too, but stop with the bitching and moaning. Yeah, I agree with you. That's where I tried. That's where I try to present it in a better way, because I know there's no gain in bitching and moaning, as you say, for anyone really. If they get a massive post about this is what I don't like, I'm disappointed, that is something they will suck up and think, damn, that's not good. But if they just get someone saying kill yourself, stop making bad content, that's a block, you know. It's very different how people present their criticism. But yeah, again, good luck, Turret. Thank you so much for your very kind donation, dude. It's much appreciated. Good luck, Matt, on your exam. I hope you guys don't mind me talking like this. It seems to be doing pretty good. Viewers are not dropping off, and no one's complaining that I'm not playing. I just like having to chat with you guys. And because there's obviously a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like, oh, I got hate on your video for saying I'm glad Palpatine's getting a nerf. Why? Like, why would you go and hate on someone who says that? Just because that's the thing people don't. Something people seem to think in this community, that you need to pick a side. You either need to pick the positive side or you need to pick the negative side. You can be both. You can say I'm disappointed in these things, but I'm also excited to try this thing. You know, it's not a. We're not Sith, okay? We don't deal in absolutes. You can. You can be both. Thank you, Battlefront Gamer, for the super chat. Will you focus fully on Respawn's game when it comes? Yes, I will. I'm not sure what you mean focus fully. Like, if there's Battlefront 2 stuff coming out, or Battlefront 3 or whatever at that time, I will cover that as well. But I am fully committed to covering any Star Wars AAA game that comes out. I've said it before, and those of you who watch me for a long time know, I will treat it the same way as Battlefront. My name might be Battlefront Updates, but I will cover that thing thoroughly, and not just a video, okay? So you will have all the Star Wars. If you're looking for mobile Star Wars news, or you can check out my monthly video with Alex. But if you want proper mobile Star Wars or Star Wars: The Old Republic content, you'll have to look for another channel. But for new AAA Star Wars games, I will cover it all for you. I believe that you are indeed a grey Jedi. Well, I've always said a grey Jedi.
Still excited and love playing the game. And my hopes to the future of the game are still there. Just give me a Shoka sometime, please. D.
Thank you, Kronprince94 for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, my hope is definitely not gone because of this announcement. Don't get me wrong. it put a nudge in it, but it's not gone. I mean, they've hinted. Dennis has hinted so much Clone Wars now that it's.
A reliable leaker on Reddit posted that Grievous is definitely coming to the game in the summer, and Geonosis is coming after August.
Thank you, Zammb guy. Yes, I know. I brought that up in my last video. I will probably cover that in a video tomorrow. There's been multiple leaks from different people, some of which are contradicting others, and there's also some stuff in that leak that he posted that actually is already being contradicted. So I think that leak is probably true, but it's probably an outdated information, meaning that it could change. It could be something. That's the problem with leaks. They're not official stuff. So but it definitely seems reliable. I'll probably cover it tomorrow. Want me to join and Poonson without microphone, just joining? We'll see, Hank. I'm actually not. I mean, if I'm playing, sure. If I'm playing, I can invite you. I'll throw up, but right now I'm not playing. I've been chatting for 35 minutes now. I'm actually more in a chatting mood right now than I am in a playing mood. So I don't even know if I'm gonna play tonight because it's already pretty late. Maybe, Hank, I could play like 1 or 2 games of PUBG with you or something before I go to bed. After this, we'll see. But as long as you guys don't all drop out and stop viewing, I'll keep talking with you guys, okay? Yeah, exactly. That's why I think it's legit, because he did leak the Bausch Leia and he did leak a bunch of everything that was gonna come next week, basically. Thank you, Tavik, for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. I miss Dennis' presence. Still getting goosebumps when I see him in your vlog. I really hope Dennis and well, I know Ben is gonna be there at EA Play, but I hope Dennis is gonna be there as well. And I'd love to do an interview with them both, maybe separately, because they're both really awesome guys. And well, Dennis you've seen me do interviews with, but Ben is also a really cool guy. So I'd love to do an interview with him just to give you a face to the Twitter account, so to say. Because I've just talked so much with him, and I know he has so much ambition for what he wants to do with the communication, but he's like fighting an uphill battle, I guess. So it's yeah. In before they change how muting works just after I update my mod. I need to remember to use your mod. I keep forgetting that, but it still crashed when I tried it, didn't it? Or did we figure that out? All right, Devin. Good night, dude. Thank you for watching. Did Thanos make you like Fortnite over PUBG or not? Not overall, no. Just because Thanos, that was maybe the highest high in a battle royale I've had, because it was very fun. But I would still, just for the normal gameplay, prefer PUBG over Fortnite. If they give us Extraction and a decent map in June, plus news on Season 3 that could really boost the game, just trying to be positive. That's what I think they probably will do. Like, my expectations for June is that we probably won't get a lot of content, but I'm hoping we'll get good content. My hope is, well, we know 4 legendary skins and a rare skin, and then some type of new world, which something from the new movie, and then Extraction. They haven't officially announced, but I think so. If those things comes, I'm gonna be happy personally, because I love Extraction, and I'm looking for that game mode that I can play a lot, you know? Right now it's only Galactic Assault that I enjoy to play a lot. Here, Evil Count is very fun, but it's not something I can play for hours on end. Extraction I could do that with. So, for me, Extraction would be a lot more important than getting 1 extra map. But that's just my opinion. Don't have any hopes, that's the best choice. Yeah, at this point, it's been like almost a... what do you call it? A copy-paste... This month and last month's news stream I did, everyone's hyped for news, and then gets underwhelmed. Probably worse this month though. But next month I'll probably be at EA Play whenever they reveal that, so we'll see. I really just want a game mode that I wouldn't get tired of. Exactly. I don't really get tired of Galactic Assault now, but I would love to get Extraction. And what I don't like in Galactic Assault is vehicles and ships. So Extraction is basically exactly what I want. A lot of players, heroes, and a fun objective. So I hope that if they bring back Extraction, it's not just going to be like 1 or 2 maps. Bring it back to like 6 maps at least. They could definitely fit Extraction into any of the current maps. They just need to cut them off, basically. And it would be kind of funny though if there was like imagine an extraction map that was like the entire Kashyyyk Galactic Assault map. It would take like 40 minutes. That would be kind of funny. What is Danger Cat doing? Is it? Don't jinx it. It's gonna install a virus through that mod, right? You used the same thumbnail for the stream as mine from a couple of weeks ago. Well, I think that's probably a pretty common image, right? Couldn't they recycle old heroes like Greed or 9ab? They can't recycle. It's not just a simple thing as recycling. Heroes is far from... That would also must be like redoing them, because all the entire hero system is completely different in this game. I think the only thing they would be able to keep is potentially the models. Maps, I think they just need to relight and things like that. So it's still plenty of work to get the old maps working, and obviously programming the objectives and such. But heroes, I don't think it's worth... I think the amount of time it would take to get a hero from the last game into this game, it's more worth spending that on a new hero, basically. Hello there, Senate Central. Fully agree with you, man. Battlefront clips, I would love Extraction back. I never played Extraction. How is it? Basically, like payload in Overwatch. You activate an objective, it moves, and then the other team needs to deactivate it, and you can spawn heroes as well. That's really the only improvement I would like to see on Extraction from the last game, is that you can stand close to it, like in payload in Overwatch. I don't care if they copy Overwatch. I want it to be as fun as possible. It was a little bit clunky when you had to go up to it and stand there and like activate something. So I prefer something more passive. So it wasn't so much to like go up there and click something, because pretty much every other game mode is like that. Exactly, Marcus. They probably need to make the remodels as well. They need to make new models as well, because I think Cinematic Captures made a couple of good videos when he compared the models from the last game and this game. Hello there, Hazardous Red. I'm doing very good, thank you. Did you get any fish? I love fishing, actually. I haven't been fishing for 2 years now. I'm so disappointed. Is the new Lando skin for Season 2 a legendary skin? No, it's an epic skin. So it's 40,000, not 80,000 or whatever that's going to be. Would you like Extraction with or without heroes? I would like it with heroes. I think it would work better, even better in this game, because the heroes are not as powerful. In the last game, a hero can basically hold down the Extraction thing by itself. Here, it really can't. So I definitely think heroes would work here. What exactly are the developers working on? Well, probably Season 2 and Season 3 at the same time, and maybe other stuff. If you compare the new Java's Palace to a picture of the old one, the models and textures look way better. Really? I didn't actually do that. 10 trout! Damn, that's really good. That's gonna give you dinner for a couple of days. No, Burger Hut, I didn't let it slip. I honestly, I swear, do not know how much the legendary skins are gonna cost. I'm assuming it's gonna be 80k, because it's 10k, 20k, 40k, and then probably 80k. That's my guess. I do not know how much it's gonna cost. So I didn't slip anything. I can't slip, but I don't know. I agree, Kevin. I think this game is a lot better than the last one. People always praise old stuff. It's simple as that. And then I'll agree that they handled the post-launch so far better for the last game, but that was because they were forced to release X amount of content every 3 months, which forced them to do that. But what people tend to forget is that we launched with 4 big maps, whereas in this game we launched with 12 big maps, so that way this game is a lot better. What is the Streamboss damage? That's what you see up in the Streamboss is right there, up there. You do damage with donations and super chats, and if anyone wants to join the Senate, you get access to these emojis, and you get access to the Discord server as well. Hello there, Eduardo. Good to see you, man. Swanny's Discord says hi. Well, hello there to them too. Who's your favorite hero? Bosk, by far. Yeah, a live little, a late little chat stream, Knappen. I haven't played anything yet. I'm probably not gonna play. I'm probably gonna chat for another 15 minutes or so, and then I'll turn it off. When is the Clone Wars DLC? Well, according to the leak, in August. We'll see if that's true or not. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. People hated 2050 when it came out. Now I see people on Reddit praising it. It's just the way people always praise old stuff. It was so funny to see when everyone was praising the old Battlefront 2 game, and then they released it to Xbox One, and everyone was like, "Oh, this wasn't as good as I thought." Ask Dennis if he can be interviewed by you. Definitely. I'm gonna try my best to get as many interviews as possible for EA Play, and if I do, I'll make sure to like announce it in advance so you guys can give me some questions, because it's very hard to do a impromptu interview. At least for me, I'd rather have some prepared questions. Do you think they'll make it possible to convert parts to credits? They did bring that up, didn't they, on like Reddit or something, if I remember correctly. I would love to get that at least, but I don't think they've confirmed anything. I don't, Eduardo, I think you'll have to play EA and Disney for that. Can I do the interview with Dennis questions? No, Stefan, you cannot. Hello there, Harry. Good to see you. I missed the sabotage mode. I was not a huge fan of the sabotage mode, if I'm gonna be honest. So I can't say I miss it. If they just said the first part of the update was like Night on Endor, not part of a season, do you think this announcement would have went better? Probably. If they said here's Return of the Jedi, here's the Return of the Jedi update, and we've got 2 Return of the Jedi skins, we have Return of the Jedi map, and then season 2 starts in June. I think that would have gone down better. Not that much better, because I still think it's like people would just be, where is season 2? I don't care if it's new content, I want season 2. So a little bit better probably. But yeah. I can't wait to use the Bouch skin, looks really good. Yeah, since I never used Leia, I think the good thing with that new 2 versus 2 mode is that it's gonna kind of force me to use Leia, so I can actually use the Bouch skin. Would you like to see Supremacy added back from the last game? I'd much rather have the whatever Conquest mode that Dennis said they were prototyping. Recruitman, yes, I am a full-time YouTuber. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the upcoming content? Probably like a 4 or 5. Yeah, I know, Liam. It happens all the time. Van as well. Hello there. And JP. I am sorry, guys. I can't control those alerts, unfortunately. That's why you need to follow me on Twitter. Can you ask Ben and Dennis if they plan to have more double XP days? Actually, he responded to that saying that it's something they want to do more in the future, but they don't want to do it as super like often. Like, oh, now the season 2 starts, now we're doing a double XP again. So they probably will do it again, but not not that soon again. I saw a good post about instead of complaining something is OP and wanting it nerfed, we should just adapt, learn ways to counter a particular thing. For some things I agree, but there are things that needs to be nerfed and buffed. That's just the way it is. Really, Liam? Okay, I'm pretty sure I tweeted, didn't I? Does it not count as a tweet if I quote something? Because I did quote something and I said live now and then I linked to it. Oh, okay, JP. Yeah, I don't know, Eduardo. I really don't like. I would love to get into the heads of the people who makes those decisions, and why they say you can't reveal anything beyond this. You can't reveal anything.
Yippee! I don't understand what you mean with Battlefront 3 and the new content I can't use. Twitter, I do play the game one, don't understand the legendary skin.
Thank you, Rebel Commander, for the super chat. I'm not quite I don't understand what you mean with Battlefront 3. When did I say Battlefront 3? They haven't announced any Battlefront 3. I might have referred to that when someone talked about Respawn Star Wars game, which is coming out next year. I said at that point, it's not impossible that they have announced a Battlefront 3. But there's nothing announced so far. And if they can make this game, if they can fix this game and get it back on track, it could very well last for a couple of years. But if that doesn't happen and it dies down, then they might do a Battlefront 3. If you want to know about the new content, I would recommend checking out my video I did earlier today. And legendary skin basically means there's new voice lines. It's a bit more advanced. Teaching with Elliot. I should be a preschool or a teacher. All right, Liam, thank you for tuning in, dude, and get some good sleep. Okay, you can turn off retweets for notifications. I'm gonna keep that in mind and not tweet out stream notifications as retweets in that case. Are there any more limited time modes that you want to see now that you know things that evil count can happen? I don't know if I want. Yeah, actually, okay. So this is the thing. I think the kind of things like evil count should not be timed. But there's so many things they could do for timed modes. So simple things, like it would take one developer to make it, that I think would be so fun. Okay, now we're doing blast, and you can only use grenades. Next week we're doing blast, and everyone has repulsor cannons, and you can only play on Kashyyyk. Like things like that, super easy. All they need to do is lock a map, potentially lock a map, and lock a piece of equipment. That's really all. Like, I think that could bring in so much variety to the game through something super simple, and like just to keep us interested. Like they could literally have every week blast weekend with I don't know what other weapons could be fun. Blast weekend with only snipers, blast weekend with only flame troopers. You know, they could do stuff like that. Fortnite does have a couple of those kind of modes, and I don't understand. That's like, I know it would be a little bit of development, but it would not be a lot, because you can just make a template for that, and then you just switch around what item or which map that's going to be for specific. Stinger pistol would be fun. A stinger pistol only mode. I fully agree with you, Paul. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the good thing about this being live service. If someone picks up the game now, they're not going to be unhappy at all. They're going to see it. Oh, they added a bunch of things since launch that I'm getting for completely free, and I'm paying half the price. That's the thing. I think the things they're doing now might attract new players, because there's literally no way that someone who has not played the game can complain about the stuff, because they don't have any expectations on what's going to be added. So it's almost like the stuff they're doing will attract potentially new players, but it's not something that makes current players equally happy, you know. I'm curious, because they did say there was going to be milestones, but they also mentioned like quests or something for the solo season, or maybe it wasn't quests. They call it. It was something they called it that wasn't milestones. So I'm hoping that's something a little bit more in depth. Yeah, Paul, exactly. Those hot contracts are kind of like the milestones, but I would love milestones that basically hot contracts where you can unlock something. Flash grenade nuke. Oof. Flash only game mode. I'd probably not play that. They called it quests. Okay, that's good. Adding more hunt type game modes could definitely be something they could do. I'd love to see that. Permanently blinding flash grenade only mode.
I am the Senate.
Thank you very much, Kronprince94, for joining the Senate. Much appreciated, dude. A couple of new senators today, which is good to see. There's been a decline of senators, unfortunately, but it's always good to see a couple of new ones. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. Would you want Hero Hunt to return? Yes. I'm not sure if I don't think I speak on behalf of the community. I like the game mode. I know a lot of people did not like it. So yeah, Drop Zone I would love to get as well, but without a power-up system it's not as fun. They could drop like imploders or something instead. How many senators are we currently at? 143, I think. That thing hasn't updated. Some decline, some join, some stays. Exactly. Senate Central with that 1 year badge. Or how long is it? 1 year and 1 month. Thank you, dude, again for the support. The only... Laugh it up fuzzball as well with the sparkling Senate badge. Yeah, I know. It's dropped a bit the last few weeks, Oliver. That is very true. I'll join the Senate when we get Grievous. I'll await your arrival. Do you think Battlefront 2 is dead? No, I would not be making videos about the game if I thought it was dead. If the game was dead, I would have 0 views. Dibendu Monk. I see what you mean with we should stop expecting big DLC drops like the last game, and as a service they start pushing out more smaller and frequent updates. We should commend them for that. I agree with you and also disagree. I fully agree overall. We shouldn't expect those big drops because that's not what they promised us. Now we're actually in a rotation where we get a new update every month. But that being said, there should also be some bigger drops as well. Not like 4 maps at once like the previous DLCs, but something that's like, oh, nice. I've been waiting for that for a long time now. Now back to the small trickle again. Because that's what a live service game is. A trickle, but also some big stuff, you know? So, yeah. JP, I get my new sponsor badge next month. That is true. Tauntaun only would be fun. Yeah, that would also be something fun. So yeah, I think there's a lot of those kind of modes where they can take the assets they already have in the game, just put them together in a fun way. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see the difference between the... No, you guys have the same one, that's why. You have the red one, I think. Heroes versus villains around the Sarlacc pit would be fun. Force pull someone down there, yeah. Yeah, it does say 4 months actually, JP. No news about Conquest yet, not from what I've heard. Your gun looks like the B-Wing. Your gun? Which gun do you mean? I don't even have a gun. Horde mode but with heroes. That'd be fun actually. That'd be really fun. I'd love to see that. Imagine like just pick your 4 heroes and then just bombard them with like troopers and Geonosians and like everything. Just a bunch of creatures. Put some oh, what are those things called again? The spider things that in Geonosis arena. I don't remember. Accolades, things like that, you know. What is this bottle? It's a Loca bottle. My G Fuel package has been stuck for 9 days in the customs, and today I got a message. Oh, we don't know what's in the package. Can you please give us the order number, the cost of the things, the weight? And I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? They attached a order paper to it. Oh, it's so I hate the Swedish postal system. It's so annoying. Good to have you here as well, Kron Prince. Thank you. PostNord is a joke, indeed. They mean the arcade logo in the menu. Ah, that actually does look like a B-Wing. You're right about that. Do you think they'll ever bring in a hero blast like the mod in the first game? I don't think so, because the current game mode is a little bit like, not really, but it's a better version of hero blast. And now we're getting the new the 2 versus 2 one. Do you feel like starfighters need to be balanced? I mean, in Starfighter Assault, I don't know. I don't really like flying. Simple as that. Do you think it's a problem that Dennis said things back in February that was never fulfilled? I don't know. I don't think we only have ourselves to blame for that. Because like he never gave any timeline for it. He just said it's coming. He could have said nothing. Would that have been better? I don't know. A 1 versus 1 heroes versus villains game mode would be great. Potentially, but I'm not sure if the hero combat is quite there yet. And that's exactly how you don't bring good criticism, Stefan. I'm not just gonna make a video saying, "Hey EA, you're doing shit in regards to the roadmap." There's no benefit to doing that. They already know that everyone wants a roadmap, you know. We need more campaign missions. That's probably one thing that I can't say that I'm too. At some point maybe for episode 9 they could have like continue the story of the campaign, but for now I focus on the multiplayer stuff. I missed the 1 versus 1 fight mode from the Revenge of the Sith game on PS2. That thing was the bomb. I played it on Xbox. That 1 versus 1 fight mode was so much fun, and you could also. I still remember my favorite. Like that's the only ability I remember from Obi-Wan. He had a combo where he took his lightsaber, sliced once and then sliced twice, and then he turned around and stabbed like this. So basically, you cut off both of their arms and stabbed them in the stomach. And if you did it when they had like medium health, you just basically hit them and then they take damage. But if you did it when they have very little health, you finish them. So you can basically take any hero and cut off their arms and stab them in the stomach. But I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon here in a 5 minutes or so. If you guys have any more questions or something you want to discuss here. Imagine seeing that in the Frostbite engine. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I remember all the cheat codes. I never used cheat codes in that game because it was single player, so I never like I used cheat codes for Battlefront 2 for like just for funny effects and stuff, but for that game mode I didn't quite remember. Hello and bye, Mad Titan Bathos. No worries, JP. I'll be streaming more. There was cheats for hidden characters. Really? Why would they hide characters behind a cheat? That makes no sense. If you could choose one Luke skin to be added, which one? Ooh. Probably the Luke skin, the holographic Luke skin, like the younger-ish one, you know, not when he's on the island, but when he has darker hair and he's a little bit more trimmed. That one. And thank you, Standard Central, for watching. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you, Justin. I look forward to streaming more as well. Watch funny videos for the rest of the stream. No. No, Cockroach, that was not why. Bye-bye, Monkey Plays. Thank you very much. Yeah, EA Play. I'm super excited for EA Play, just overall. It's such a fun event. I'm excited. I haven't met Alex for... Is it seriously a year ago since I met Alex? Was it EA Play last year? Was it that long ago? I think it might have been that long since I met Alex. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.